What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Salud Cabrones podcast. I am Danny Viegas.
And I am Javier Ledesma.
And before we get started, we ask that you like, comment, subscribe, and share the Salud Cabrones podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. And follow us on all social media platforms at Salud Cabrones podcast. Javier. There you go. And
rocking the gear, bro.
Rocking the gear, man. Get yourself some Salud Cabrones podcast merch at Pro Wrestling Tees. You guys can be styling like me and Javier over here. Don't hate, don't discriminate, just participate, man, with the Salud Cabrones podcast. Here we go. Bro, we don't have not one, but we got two special guests with us today.
Count them, bro.
Two. We got fellow actors, man. We got actors. We got a stunt woman, bro. We got Mr. Patrick Deal and Mrs. Daisy Campos in the building with us. How you guys doing today?
Great,
man.
Thank you.
Seating ovation.
I think you said Daisy. My name is Destiny.
Did I say Daisy? I am so sorry.
I'm
Destiny.
like, who's
Man,
Daisy?
we're already off to a bad start.
Oh my god! I was
You know
like
what?
Daisy. I was
Destiny,
like,
I'm
that
sorry,
could be
Destiny,
my nickname.
Destiny Campos.
That's become a thing in the show, right? People just changing people's names. I'm Jamie, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah. He's Jaime. Yeah.
I was like Daisy. So I'm like, should I go along with it? I was like, no, my name is Destiny.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry.
No,
Destiny.
it's okay.
Yeah, and I know that because I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
How did I say? Yeah, I'm sorry.
How long have you guys known each other for?
A few years.
When I started, I think is when I wanted to do stunts. Remember 2020, and Danny was like the first person I wanted to do like videos with and stuff too. So
Why? He sucks.
I do. I'm the shit, as they say. I'm the shit.
You can't remember your names, man.
I know, right?
You ain't lying. You know what? I'm not gonna use an excuse, but I just got over being sick, so my brain is still coming
Brain
together.
fog.
Yeah.
You said bullshit.
Yeah.
I got over being sick too, actually. Like literally just like 2 days
Did you
ago.
get the norovirus?
I had some kind of virus. I don't know what it was.
Ebola.
Ebola. COVID.
I've been calling him. What's up, Ebola?
Man, seriously, that shit had me on my ass. I was in bed all weekend, man. That shit took me
Like
out.
not TMI, but like was it like stomach problems?
No,
it was more like
all
sickness.
virus.
He wants to know if you were on the chorro.
No, it wasn't. Thank God, bro. Thank God, dude. Thank God I wasn't.
Destiny's like, give us details. Sick as shit, Destiny. I'm making lies.
I was like, are you taking shits? Like, what's up? What's going on?
There was diarrhea stories, man.
bro. No.
That's what this podcast
I
is
was
going
taking
to.
them, but they were solid. They were solid, bro.
I think this is the record time that we've gone completely off the
It
rails.
usually takes about 5-10 minutes before we go off the rails. I like it, man.
That's the way it's going, man. That's the way it's going.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So what did you guys do when you guys? I know you said that you wanted to do stunts with Danny. So
Yeah.
I know that you guys filmed a few things. So how was that experience?
I met Danny through some friends. It's just been such a long time. But I know Danny is who I went to because I felt more comfortable and he was very opening to that, which was like amazing. Not a lot of people are like that. So I was very thankful for that. But I was not confident in my abilities at the moment. And so I remember Danny is like, you're overthinking it. You just got to do it. You're overthinking. He literally would tell me all the time. I was like, I just wasn't confident yet in myself and my abilities at the time because I was starting off.
And is that when the stunt work started for you? Because you had just wanted to get into it, right?
Yeah, and I was acting a little bit, but I really wanted to get into stunts. Like that was like something I've always wanted to do as a little kid. Like believe it or not, I always wanted to be an actress, being on like TVs and all that. I wanted to especially do stunts because I was already doing combat sports like jiu-jitsu, martial arts, boxing. So I really something just told me to do it, man. I just met some people that I was thankful for that led me to other people. You know how that goes, you know, you network and all that. But it was really hard getting into it. It took a lot. It takes a lot. You got to be fit. You got to be strong. You know, you got to look this certain way. You got to probably lose weight, gain weight. Who knows, right? You got to be this height for this actress or actor. But I enjoy what I do now. Like I love doing stunts and
I've seen your videos. Yeah,
exactly. Me and Danny were talking about this. Like some of the stuff you post up on your social media is like, Jesus fucking Christ, woman, I can't do that shit. Man, fuck you. I'm changing this freaking page. I'm getting tired just looking at you.
No, it's just getting yourself out there. Like if nobody else is going to help me, I'm going to do it myself. Like,
yeah, you got to do it.
You have to, man. No matter what, nobody wants to help you out because they see potential in you. You know, I've dealt with a lot of adversity, and especially being young, like only 25, almost 25.
I think that's a bullshit lie.
Are you really? You're only 25?
I'm about to be 25. I
You
look
see
like
how
I'm
she
a lot younger.
hiccuped a little bit in there? She's
Almost,
probably 35.
I'm like 16, drinking a beer. Did you even ID me here?
Nope.
That's Javier's job.
Oh man, we failed.
Yeah.
We failed
Damn.
miserably.
Hey,
Yeah.
Patrick, how did you get started in the industry?
So, I've pretty much always been mostly acting because I'm mostly an actor. So I didn't really get into the stunt stuff until college, really.
So you do stunt work as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to say it started with me learning like stage combat stuff.
Okay.
So like pretty much learning how to fight on stage. Creating the illusion to sell it live, and then I met a guy at the school that pretty much introduced me to this whole concept of stunt stuff and taught me different tricks. And he was like, hey, look, it's the same thing. It's just, it's a little bit more risky. You got to learn how to fall on your back this way, that way. And then it was the same thing. And I ended up kind of excelling a little bit more in the stage combat doing the stunt tactics that he taught me. And then I got my first stunt gig through him while I was in school teaching kids how to fight. And that was my first time actually being a stunt coordinator, teaching kids. And it was one of the most scariest jobs I've ever had because I've never really worked with kids like that. Mostly just acting and stuff like that.
So for both
I've
of you,
never even heard of stunting for kids. I'm like, all right, kids.
Imagine jump off this building.
And I didn't want to get sued. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, you got this. I was like, no, I don't, but okay. I like the vote of confidence. But it was great, man. Like the kids, they knew how to take direction, and they were professional actors too. So that was the first for me, like to actually see kids that were competent, And they took the direction. We rapped really good, and went out for lunch, and nobody sued me. So,
so for both of you, Dustin, I know you already, you said you want to get into acting as a kid, but I mean, was the dream for you guys, like growing up? Like who did you guys watch, or what were you guys watching that you guys, man, I really want to do this?
Man, I was watching everything, man. I mean, I never really had like a key niche that I usually kind of just graduated towards, but I loved action movies, and I would watch anything, like from crime to the high octane Michael Bay movies, and even like some of the hood stuff that sometimes people in my community like to just introduce them to. I just loved any kind of movie that I wanted to be a part of, and so that is what sort of introduced me to just the acting part. Like I want to be on camera, living in a world, pretending to be somebody else, and then being in their shoes and stuff like that. And then I think the stunt stuff really just kind of opened my eyes to about like the stuff that's behind the action, like how they do the special effects, the kicks, and how Jackie Chan does his thing, do research on them, and seeing them John Wick movies. I was like, whoa, how do you do this? Like just there's so many like ways of just being innovative in creating stunt work, and it was like it never gets old for me.
When they pulled the curtain back and you actually got to see how all that stuff is done, did it further interest you, or were you like, really, that's the secret?
No, I would say that's when it furthered interest me because they're coming up with like so many different ways, and I think like when the John Wick movies were coming out, I think when the first one came out, I was seeing things that I never really saw before. Like there was sometimes, it was at the time it was being filmed as like an indie project.
Yeah.
So they're trying their best to pull off certain moves on a budget, and they're just coming up with different ways to do it. And Keanu Reeves obviously was like down for it. And I'm just thinking like, man, so if they're coming up with these under budget ways to pull off a huge stunt, and nobody's really like kind of going like they're breaking all the rules here and there. There's no excuse for us to like really try out and do it and try to at least go into that industry. Not to mention too, the stunt industry, it's so easy to get into. Like when you know the people and you just train hard, you can really
put yourself out there.
Yeah, it's really easy to put yourself out there. You just gotta have the dedication to train for it.
And Destiny, who were you watching like as a kid growing up?
I don't know who I was watching, but I know that I was watching a lot of action films as a youngster for sure. I know, like, as a little kid, I always wanted to do it, like, but my parents put me in other stuff, and I told them, like, I wanted to act, I wanted to do this. My 5th grade teacher told my parents that I should get into acting, because I used to write scripts in class, and I used to tell everybody, you're this character, you're that character, you're going to be this, and I used to write it and direct it, and then we used to do little plays in class, and my teacher told me, he was like, you need to
pay attention in class and not direct your own goddamn play. This is a math class, goddamn it.
No, it wasn't even like that. It was 5th grade, But yeah,
this is biology 101. What the fuck are you doing?
No, seriously, you're like, first of all, what the fuck was you doing in class the whole time? Writing scripts and wanting to be an actor. I just always wanted to do that. I just didn't know how to till I got like 20 years old. But I've always wanted to be like that it girl that girl on like Marvels or like a superhero. That I've always wanted to like do that, and will happen. But
is there a certain female actress or stunt woman that you
Michelle Rodriguez, she's one of my favorites. I think since she came from out of nowhere because of Fast and the Furious, right? I just love her attitude, her character. It's just so her. And she doesn't have to try so hard. Like, it's just, she makes the stunts look good.
Not to mention, she kind of looks like a badass to begin with.
Honestly, she got that resting bitch face. Like, don't fuck with me.
Exactly.
Like,
She's fine as hell in Lost.
I think she straddles that line between like,
she has
damn
that,
girl,
she's like a badass, pretty much.
You're hot as hell, but you could also whoop my ass.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to fuck with you, but I want to fuck with you.
Please fuck with me, please.
It's like, there are no safe words here.
No safe words at all.
It's crazy that you brought up the whole school thing, though, because I did the exact same thing when I was in school. Like, I would write scripts and actually, like, so when I was younger, I would go to daycare when my mom would go to work.
Yeah.
And we actually, me and a couple friends of mine, we came up with this play to do, like the Frog Prince, that thing. And I was the one that wrote the script for everybody to do. And we had to present it in front of the whole entire class. And they all loved it. I thought it was shit, but they all like loved it and said, "Oh my God, like you should do this stuff and become, be a director and things like that." And I was just kind of like saying, I just like to write and make stories and stuff.
Yeah.
But all the time in class, I would like write stories, make up these plays, and the teachers thought that I was crazy.
Literally.
Nuts.
Always. Literally. I think I had like, I used to get in trouble a lot in school because I was very creative. But like in this the school system doesn't make us feel like we're not creative enough. So I used to get in trouble a lot in school, like acting like certain people, and I was always playing like different people as I was younger. Sounds crazy or not, but like I think my creativity was so high at such a young age. I used to get in trouble because sitting down was not my thing. Like I knew I wanted to do great things and be on TV, but my parents kind of settled me to like playing sports. They wanted me to go to school for like softball, soccer, basketball, because I was multi-talented. I played a lot of sports growing up. I played with boys. I played tackle football. I was a running back. I was a nose guard. I used to they put me in sports so I don't get in trouble. I guess that makes sense, right? Because they grew up in a different system than I did. But I just wish that they could have put me in like acting classes or stunts or, put me out there. But obviously their vision was different for me. And, as you get older, you decide to make those decisions by yourself and not make other people kind of, I don't know what, like put their dreams on you and like expect you to do it. Like how people are like, oh, you need to be a doctor because our families are doctors or all that. Yeah. So I tried to like cut that. Like I just didn't want to do that no more. Living for others, it was horrible.
Was there a certain moment or something that happened in your life where you were like, you know what, I need to do this shit on my own because no one's gonna help me? And
2022, I quit my job full time because I wanted to do acting and stunts, and my full-time job would never let me go out on sets or even doing background work or certain things that I needed to take time for acting. And they just didn't give that to me. So I was really fed up just kind of living in this matrix where I'm stuck and I know that I'm wanting to do great things. So I left and I took a big step, and it was one of the greatest decisions I've made. I think it's going to take some time, but...
What were you doing before?
I wanted to go to school for chiropractic, so I wanted to be a chiropractic doctor. So I was working at a chiropractic office as an assistant, learning how to adjust. Obviously, I should have not, but I know how to adjust people, do physical therapy. So that's what I was doing before. I was like to job to job to job. So I was really confused. What I wanted to do, but I knew deep down I wanted to act. But I was just kind of living in people's expectations, which kind of lowered my vibration to their level, if that makes sense. So I just took a leap of faith, and I'm just so grateful, honestly. I have 2 agencies. I met a lot of people in stunts, SAG especially. Like, I know I'm not SAG yet, but once you know certain people, they'll get you in the door, obviously, and that's, like, pretty simple.
You quit this job that you're at. What's, what's your next step right after you quit this job? Right after you have this leap of faith, what is it that you're like, you know what? I'm going to quit my job, and my next step is...
to get agencies underneath my belt, putting myself more out there. I feel like I was really kind of hiding myself from the world. So I just took a leap of faith and I'm grateful that God put me where I'm at right now. Honestly, I think that's you just can't expect. You gotta let go, and I pretty much let go, and everything came into place.
Walk me through the day you quit. Did you go into that like,
fuck you,
fuck you,
I like you, I'm out. No, I quit during my break. No, I'm dead serious.
should he come back to McDonald's?
I'm at this band.
I just got a Big Mac, but I ain't coming back.
Literally, I left. Like, I was like, I'm quitting. I'm fed up because they used to treat me so poorly, like shitty, like horrible. Like, that's why I'll never work for a corporate office again, like ever, because they treat you fucking poorly, and it makes you just like depressed working at a job that don't treat you well. So I left during my break. I think that was funny, but not funny. But I mean, hey, I did it. So
What did you actually just say to them?
I didn't say anything. They texted me. They're like, "Destiny, are you okay?" Because I'm normally on time, right?
So you
like,
just didn't come back? You just ghosted them?
Ghosted them
Like a boss.
like that.
yeah,
like
what
a
the fuck? The
boss.
way they treated me, yeah, they deserve that shit. Fuck them.
I thought you were gonna be all like a badass and walk in and like, oh,
Now she did.
Knock everybody out.
ghosted them.
She goes like, I'm gonna follow my
She did
destiny.
it. She did one of
Yeah.
Never heard from me again.
They're still waiting for you, by the way.
Yeah, right. I go in there, be like, "Do you remember me, guys? Do you guys want to adjust me?"
It's like, I'm back from break.
I should do that one day. Be like, "Oh, you guys remember? I clocked out for break. I'm back in
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
3 years ago."
Yeah.
like they had a really slow kitchen that place. Okay, it just took a while to get my chicken nuggets.
Hey, Patrick, what do you do for work?
So right now I'm actually working for a property management company.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. Before I was like working shitty jobs. I did a lot of retail stuff, so I was working for Kmart. Y'all remember that?
Yo, Kmart was a shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I was
When I
more of
was
a-
younger, maybe.
I'm more of like a Best Buy, Walmart person.
Oh, yeah.
But now I hate Walmart. I can't stand them. Sorry. But so I used to work for Kmart for a long time, like all through high school, even some through college. And then when they were shutting down, like all the other ones were, ended up working for Whole Foods. And, like Destiny, it was kind of holding me back a little bit just because I was going to college for the acting stuff, but I was missing out on a lot of auditions. I wasn't really going to rehearsals and things like that because I had to go to work, and I think, I was kind of put in a blessed position. So I actually ran into a friend that I went to college with that ended up working at Whole Foods as a, like she sold like the dressings, like those little kiosks that they have. Say, hey, we got dressings, you want to try them? She was doing that, and so when I ran into her, we would just be like, oh yeah, and really good friend of mine. And so what happened is that we just ended up talking over lunch, and then I told her how I'm not necessarily sure if I'm going to be able to act because I'm doing Whole Foods and I've been doing these other jobs and I'm just not sure how to get out of it. I want to quit, but I'm broke and I don't have a really place to stay, so I don't know what to do. And she's like, oh, well, there's this thing, Grubhub. Now, this is when, Grubhub and DoorDash, they wasn't really the shit yet.
Right.
They were like startups at the time. So when she told me about it, how much they pay and that I can make my own hours, that was a goal for me. I can make my own hours and I can work whenever I want. Took it and just did it. And then I think in 2
Did you ghost your job too?
No, so it turns out,
or were you a little bit more professional and give them a 2-week notice?
well, that's the thing. I was going to give him a 2-week notice because at first I wanted to see if the job was going to actually pay me, like the delivery stuff. And so once I got my first 2 checks and they were great, I said, okay, so I'm probably going to work this job for maybe 2 more weeks, and then I'll let them know I'll put in another 2 more weeks. But they ended up firing me because I think one time I ended up...
Damn, they ghosted you.
On his day off.
On his day off.
Exactly.
Get fired on your day off.
What's funny too is that it was my day off, but I had to go... But listen. It was one of those mandatory meetings Whole Foods, they tend to have, they want to have these mandatory meetings a lot. So I was going into one of those mandatory meetings on my day off. So I had to like, travel to the city from where I was living to go to work when I was going to leave like in 2 hours or whatever. So after the meeting, I got called in by the manager, and they gave me like this whole list of all the times I was like late and stuff, and punching in late for lunch.
Damn, so they made you drive all the way on your day off just for a meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you had to stay throughout the whole meeting. And then
Exactly. Yeah. But the boss thing about that though was that when he fired me, I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. God bless. I appreciate you guys. I left with good terms and just went straight to work for a Grubhub and made like $200 that day. So.
Did you tell him, hey, you paid me for those 2 hours I was listening to that stupid ass meeting there, right?
You better have what the hell you
Listen to your bullshit.
Yeah. But
just
honestly,
to fire me. What the fuck?
yeah, you know what I mean. But they gave me my last check, and it was decent. It kept me under up above water for a minute. But that Grubhub stuff was the plug. Like, I was making a lot of money. I was
And
hustling.
tips.
Yeah, and tips too. Like I was getting a lot of money, and then that's when it kind of opened up the opportunity for me to kind of like go on rehearsals and act and get into a play finally and work for Profiles Theater. Like I think this was the last show before they got closed down that I was in. And I met I met Richard Asterios, he was on The Bear.
Yeah.
I met like so many different actors and people and something that I'm still cool to this day. And I think doing jobs like that kind of helped me make time for the acting stuff and make time to be on PD and get into the stunt work and doing the training and things like that. So I was in a blessed position to still work and do what I loved too. And
so you did stunts on PD?
No, I didn't do stunts, but I was actually booked for a role for PD. But I worked with stunt guys on that show as well because I think there's one guy that gets his head shoved onto the table. Me and him are really cool. We just met up at an event a few weeks ago. Okay. So him and some other wrestlers that was there that was doing the stunt stuff there. So I met Michael Beach, things like that. It was a dope experience. So I was in a good position to kind of do both, like as far as work and act and stuff.
A balance of like your dreams and then doing your job to pay the bills.
Yeah. So, but it was still hard though, because there was times when when things were changing with like the delivery industry and people were kind of messing it up for everybody. You still have to like look for work if you're not really acting full time like you want to. So, and I think that's how I started to kind of get interested in making my own stuff and not really depending on rehearsals and auditions and getting rejected all the time.
And what agencies are you both with?
So I'm with Hayes.
Oh,
Hayes
so am I.
Agency. Yeah.
So am I.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh cool.
Yeah, I'm with Hayes also.
Yeah, Michelle's great.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's
the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two. I have Chicago Talent Networks, and then Dream Team Atlanta. Okay. So I have two just in case.
Oh, Dream Team. But
with Vilma, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But in Atlanta though, I don't want to be in Chicago. I don't know why.
Okay.
Because they have a lot of stuff. It's more minority out there, different skins, and I just feel like.
Oh, in Georgia? Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia. It's a lot better.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Out there too,
yeah.
And you're near like Florida and all those other states, so they'll book you. Send audition from all those different states right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was cool. Yeah,
so has that worked out? Have you done any stuff out there?
Well, not just yet. I think she has a hard time trying to. Not talking down on my agency, right, or myself. But I think she knows that I love doing action stuff, right? It's obvious on my page.
So, yeah, I guess I can understand where you're going with this. It's a little harder to find that spot for you.
Yeah, and I feel like I'll probably find a different agency soon just to meet that criteria of what I want. Because that's my look. I'm active. I'm fit. I could fucking run miles if I wanted to. But she books me for commercials. I'm not trying to do commercials. I'm trying to be on like PD or like Law and Order, all that stuff, because that's gonna challenge me into a better actor or a stunt woman. Like commercials are good. Don't get me wrong, right? But like they gotta
bills
be.
Too, at the end of the day.
It does, right? But like I have goals, right, and those goals must be met. So I'm very. I'm just letting whatever is meant for me. So if I get an opportunity to go out of state, I'll take it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I have an area. It's action, fighting, gory,
Yeah, you shot me. Remember?
When was this?
Oh my God! My experience with you on set. Yeah, you killed me in a little thing that we did.
Was it like an indie film? Wasn't that starting off?
I think I had so. To be you shot my head off.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I was a cadaver the rest of the goddamn show. Like, this fucking floor is cold.
Did I say anything to you?
Goddamn Destiny for shooting me.
That's how we met, right?
Yeah. Well. Where the hell did we meet? I went into Santana
Santana Cruz?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like what is it? I went to go meet with them. They wanted to use me for some spot, whatnot. And you were there. You walked into the room with this weird goddamn contraction on you. There was like a camera thing.
What was that?
like,
what the fuck? I
it
don't
was like
remember
right
this.
up the road from there. It was like you walked in, you're like, yeah, this thing's gonna work. Blah 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 blah. And it was like a weird like thing that straps to your body, like with a
You're
camera.
lying.
I'm not. I don't. I fucking have like a photographic memory. So you're lying.
You have video.
I don't recall this.
So you walked in and you were like, yeah, this is gonna be cool, this and that. And they're like, all right, cool. And then you sat down and I was talking to the guys there. And we were at a hotel, like when they finally had the
Oh, it was
booking.
outside, right?
Yes.
Yes, now I remember.
And I had to open the door.
I wasn't
and-
wearing anything. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember that.
Yeah, at the place where I met you, you were wearing like this weird camera thing. Like I'm saying, it's like a weird strap. Where
And now for the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like that was when I met you, and then the actual filming day, we were at this little weird, shitty little motel.
Oh, yeah, down 59. I remember.
Where I had to open the door and be like, "What?" And you were like, "Delivery or some shit," and I'm like, "Oh, delivery for what?" "Oh, bullet, motherfucker."
I was like so quick. I was like delivery, and then I was like douche.
I was like, "What the fuck,
Now I
bitch? You
remember.
shot me."
No, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
So both me and Danny have some sort of interaction with you at some way.
I don't know how I met Danny though.
You
Where did we meet?
I think it was through a mutual friend. Because you wanted to do stunts, and I did. Then obviously I do the wrestling. So you wanted to recreate some kind of scene. I remember you sent it to me, and then you came to my house and we did it outside.
I remember that. I just didn't know how we met. I was like, damn, I don't know how I met you.
Was Danny rough? Was he stiffing you?
No, he was really a good teacher though. I mean, plus he has experience. So like, I didn't have any experience whatsoever.
This was like your first time? Getting
Yeah,
rough
pretty
like
much.
that,
I think this was my first time. Yeah, I was.
I think it was right before because you wanted to get into stunts, so you wanted to record some stuff because you wanted to get into stunt work.
And then, that's how I got into it for sure. Yeah,
So-
Danny was definitely, I think you were inspiration on that part for me from the beginning when I started, just a heads up.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
So some of these videos that you post up, like we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
You are insanely physical in some of these things, and they got you strapped onto some shit. You're bouncing off the walls. And
Oh,
you-
yeah.
The wire work, you remember that?
That was-
I
lit.
mean,
That was
I've
fun.
seen some of these videos, and I'm like, that's fucking cool as shit. Like, you're out there fighting like 10 motherfuckers and shit. You're like all of like 4 foot tall and shit.
They're
beating the
literally
shit out of
taller than, dude, they're all taller than me. I'm like always short.
Destiny, everyone's taller than you, bro.
This is coming. I didn't need to have that.
This is
Okay,
coming
I
from
know.
someone that's
You
short,
need
bro.
to remind me.
This is coming from someone that's short, bro. Everyone's taller than you.
You are taller than me. But like 2-3 inches. That still make you short.
This calls me the big show in your world.
Yeah, so those videos I love doing. That's how I'm gonna get myself out there. Who knows? Maybe one day from a real production like set wants me and they see my work and they might know some people that are mutual and they'd be like, yeah, she's good. You can get a real like a job within like seconds.
Yeah.
You have to put in your work. Always. You have to be consistent first of all, okay?
Yeah, for
'Cause if you're-
anybody that's out there and is curious about these videos, go out to Destiny's Facebook page and like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
some of the shit that she's doing out there is insanely physical. It'll make you have a whole complete different outlook at what that industry is.
And she looks like she's been doing it
For a long
Like
time.
you would never know. Like I just got into this. Like
Yeah.
you can tell. Like it looks like like when I saw her perform, I thought that she's been like kind of fighting like this since she was like 7-6
Right.
years old or something. And because she moves almost fluid, you know what I mean. And even when she's built, I'm thinking, wow, like you move kind of in some cases better than me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow. And she's fast with it and things like that. And she can take the direction like I'm Brooklyn and Destiny's dope. So.
literally like
Yeah.
this. Like
The funny thing is that she goes from like serious to like in like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because like when they cut
Yeah.
quit, she's always like,
I literally know
punch that dude in the face, dude.
Dude, literally,
just
that
like-
is so me on set. Like, I'm like, everybody, let's get it together. Like, when we're on my set, I was very serious, but then I was like laughing after like they caught, the cut, and I'd just be like, "Yeah, well, good job, everybody!" Like, and then we're back into it. Like,
Pick up your guts, too. I know I just shanked you.
but yeah, no. But we've met for your film.
Yeah, the Lake of Lies film
Yes.
that I directed. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so that's how we met. So what's his
So
story?
yeah, how did we meet?
Christian.
So Chris, yeah, so my guy Chris, I needed there was an action scene in the film that I wanted some stunt guys to have help me make a pre-visual for, and the guys that I knew just wasn't available, just schedule wise, which is sometimes always the case. But I asked Chris because he trains in martial arts and stuff. I asked him if he knew anybody to help me with the previs. And he's like, yeah, I know some people, and ended up finding people like Destiny and the guy
Biella.
Larry, yeah, and then and my guy Jado said he was able to join us, and then that's when I met Destiny at the
gym that I was
the
working
gym.
at. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just ended up kind of rehearsing, and that's when I was able to get like on firsthand how experienced she was, how professional she was, and how great she moved. Like, just on camera stuff, because it can be really hard and tough sometimes. But seeing her do it at her size, because she's fighting Christian, and Christian is 7 feet tall and
Literally, I'm
burly
like,
as a motherfucker.
why?
Dude is huge. And
Did he just hold her by the top of her forehead?
I think there was a time that I was saying, he was like, it's like, no, that's not the choreography, but that's funny as fuck.
You guys are ass.
But the thing is that when we were shooting it and framing it the way we was framing it for the film, she was looking like she was owning it. Like it was just like when you know somebody that knows how to own the moves, and this is like not even like a bunch of tries, like maybe 2-3 tries, she's owning the moves. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this is my choreography. She's killing it. And Christian is taking it out. It was just a great experience. And so at the end of that, I told her like, we're gonna work again because I didn't know you was that cold. So next project I have or whatever the case, I'm gonna be calling you for something.
And now, when did you get into the whole directing?
I got into directing when so this was during COVID. So I was actually this is when everything was kind of like just on standstill during COVID, and actors couldn't really do anything, and so everybody was like kind of too scared to kind of go outside and with the mask things and stuff. And I was just like, man, forget all this. I want to go out there. I want to make something. So I just wrote a project that wasn't really my baby, but just something that I just kind of wanted to get some people to come out and have fun with me with. And I ended up producing that with another actress, Sania Sauer, that I was going to direct, but she ended up wanting to direct it anyways. And that was kind of like the deal we made. Like, I hope you produce it, just let me direct it. I said, okay, fine. And just like in the production process, I was able to still choreograph fights there, become fight director, and then having the actors kind of like take direction from me doing the action scenes. And that's when it kind of sparked the fire. Like, you know what, I think I want to direct a movie next time. And so from there, that's when I started like kind of planning out doing Lake of Lies and stuff. And from there, that's just kind of like when it came about.
And you're a badass at what you do too. Yeah, you have a good eye. He's a good writer too. He's a great fucking writer. He wrote our film.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your film.
It's called the Catalyst.
The Catalyst. So it's called the Catalyst Code. It's a sci-fi. It's like
And this is, you guys wrote it together, or how did this come about?
Yeah. So we both came up with the story.
It was supposed to be a stunt demo first.
Yeah. But I think just with like talks over the phone and Zoom meetings, we kind of just figured that if we really want to put eyes on it, let's just make a short film out of it and kind of like create a world, have some real lore behind it, so that way people can at least see a story, and then if they want to invest in it, they can. And so, with her and me and think with Gabriel, we kind of just came up with a story, and I just ended up, penning the script for it. And I would say this was something that I had to take some sleepless nights sleeping on it to kind of just come up with this story, because it gets kind of crazy. It
gets really fucking good.
Yeah, it's because it's very cerebral in some cases.
With AI and stuff.
Yeah, it deals with AI, and because she said that she wanted to come up with a project that was like somewhat inspired by The Matrix, but we didn't want to copy The Matrix. So I came up with something that was like a mixture of The Matrix meets James Bond in that way, like Equilibrium, things like that, meets Terminator. Something like that. And so we kind of tackle AI and how human beings are going to be if they were to get a chip in their brain that gave them not superhuman, but enhanced abilities. Like, it makes them smarter, makes them faster, makes them stronger,
fight better.
Yeah, they have these kung fu moves out of nowhere. And so this chip is being developed by this dark force called the Syndicate. It's like a whole just entity that kind of people almost know about, but they don't really know about. It's like Illuminati in that kind of sense. That people, it kind of dips into that whole conspiracy that the people are gonna take over our brains and stuff like that. And so her character's job is to pretty much find out who's behind the chip, because she's finding chips in these people, and excuse me. And so her job is to pretty much find out who these people are and to take them down. And through that process, she's finding out that there's people in her camp that are actually they got the chip as well. And there's like this betrayal that kind of goes on, and I don't want to give too much away, but so essentially there's like a showdown that happens.
It's a lot of action. I think this film is nonstop action. Like, I'm a girl that likes movies that is to the point. Not too much damn talking. I want to see a little bit of talking, but fighting at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what our short action film is, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much showcasing just our prowess as far as like stunt choreography and things like that.
Yeah.
And I told Destiny, I was like, look, if we're gonna do this, we gotta really train, stretch, and show what we can do. And
we did this for like 2-3 months of training. So the total of everything took about almost 9 months already. So we're still waiting for our short film to be done. Obviously, you know how that goes, editing, rough drafts, all that
So you
nonsense.
guys are still working on it right now?
Yeah, our editor and our director is working on it right now.
So it's done already? Like, it's done, but you guys, it's just...
Yeah, we're all wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's just in post because there's special effects in there that have to be attended to. But when she says like it took 3 months to train, mind you, we wasn't like... We couldn't all like train every day of those 3 months because of work and schedule and stuff like that. So we're talking like we'd meet like on a weekend and just crunch it all night. Like, energy drinks, being exhausted, sweating, really trying to get these moves down. And I remember like when she's getting tired, I'm thinking, look, man, we say we was gonna do this, let's do this. And
literally,
was like, look, man,
quit at me now, woman.
Our director, he's like, y'all need to get it together. We're almost done. We're like 10 more minutes, and it was like 30 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And then
like,
I'm getting tired because when we're talking late nights here, because we don't have a lot of time.
We're there till like 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah.
We're there till like 7 in the morning. Maybe call time for them is 6, but
yeah. And then my schedule had messed everything up because
you had theater.
Yeah, I was in a theater project, and so that became a thing where it was like, should we just recast Patrick? And I was like, no, because it's my choreography. I'm not going to let y'all do this to me. So,
I didn't want that. I was defending you. I was like, no, I like Patrick. I'm a very loyal person. When someone comes on my team and I know they're good, I will never let someone just drop out like that.
But you know what, though? I'm glad that things panned out because I broke an ankle for this project. So
damn.
He sprained it. Obviously, you would be in a cast right now.
I like how she corrected him. Don't be a pussy.
I heard myself too.
I mean, she did since he's like, stop being a pussy, Patrick. But it was like,
in the nicest
you don't
way.
know what this feels like. Oh my god, that's a funny story too. But
I stubbed my toe, but it's broken.
No, I bent the crap out of it, and thank God I didn't break it. But I couldn't walk for like almost a week.
Had to adjust his whole foot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got like a chiropractor over here.
Oh, and she's good, by the way.
I adjusted that really quick. I was like, motherfucker, you're fine.
Yeah,
she would have been working on him and quit halfway through. No, sorry. I'm not coming back.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat, and then just never came back.
Where'd she go?
Oh my god!
And out of all the days that happened, is that because that was the last day of shooting. That was our wrap day.
Yeah, that was our last day.
So when that happened, I was like, thank God it's the last day because I can't come back here and kick like that again. Like, because my foot is fucked. Like, I can't do it. So
no, but like you've made your own short film, right? You know how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's so many fucking hours.
It's a long process.
So much a long process, and
Yeah.
you know the angles doesn't look right, so you got to do it again. It may not look right, do it again. It's just very time consuming.
So then how long did the film take from the first day of filming to the last day of filming?
1 month, right? It was.
No, it was was it a month?
Yeah, it was a month. 'Cause we planned to film that whole month of September.
Yeah, it was a month. Yeah. So it was like a
Saturday, Sunday every weekend, pretty much.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So it was a few weekends, and and then I had to go out. So it probably was a month.
Yeah.
Where was
we got
site? Where'd you guys go film at?
So we're lucky. His name is Larry Hill. He has like a big. It's like a warehouse. This warehouse he's gonna build for like actors and people to come in like us.
Yeah.
But it's I don't even know how to explain it. How do you even?
I just know it's on the south
creepy and
side
good.
somewhere. Yeah, but it's a big place that Gabe found really because I
had,
guess
like,
they
2,
knew each
3
other.
yeah.
And then it has like 2-3 buildings and which is kind of funny because when I first went in there, I'm thinking we need a warehouse, not a classroom. And then I'm going upstairs. I'm thinking, where's the warehouse? And this is other set of buildings that he owns that looks, I mean, you'll see it when the film comes out, but it looks like
They're all sets, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
essentially,
no, pretty much,
and I
yeah.
had no idea. And I'm like, whoa.
And it
like,
played off great.
Yeah,
like
like
it
super
was
great.
dusty and shit. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's a
But I had no idea because we was gonna film it at the film
film
the
diner,
film down the space.
but that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, but I didn't think we had any other choice. And then
know.
I see this space, and the whole space is a character in itself. Like we got the rust, we got the stuff on the ground,
The
we
office.
got cobwebs, the offices, and the
Yeah.
lighting. Like we had lighting in there, but you can tell like you have a good space when you have to use so much of it because everything is like creating atmosphere for
Yeah.
it.
Literally.
And I was just getting so excited for it. I was like, man, I'm about to.
It's motivating you, huh?
Yeah,
Further.
like give me my clothes. I'm about to eat this.
Yeah, because I
moment
really
up, you know
wanted
what
this.
I mean?
I really wanted this short film to be as great as possible. I try not to be a perfectionist, but when it comes to your baby,
Yeah.
you want it as good as possible.
Yeah.
So I was a little critique about certain things. I was very demanding at certain points because I really wanted to be this way.
As you
And-
should though. As you should.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So whose film was this?
It was my film
your
originally.
Okay.
And then I had a production team come in and help us do it. So
Gotcha.
pretty much Gabe invested into this, you
Yeah.
as well, everyone. Yeah, they all came in and we all just came as a team. Like, I just didn't know how was it going to happen. I was like, I know I want to do a short film. I've been wanting this for such a long time. And I was like, okay, I'm like manifesting or praying. I was like, okay, God, just please send me whatever is needed. And then it all came into one. And then he was like, I got this person, I got lighting, I got special effects, makeup, all that. I was like, he was like, you just act and you do your stunts, we'll do the work. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, bet. So I'm not stressed out. Because if I'm stressed out and acting and doing stunts, this is too much fucking work at once, you know? I need to have a team doing a directing, executive producer, special effects, gun handling. We had a special, what's his name? Matthew? Something like that. But he's a gunman. He worked on
So
professional
you
sets.
had all this on your set. You had a director, producer,
Yeah.
a
Lighting.
stunt coordinator. Right?
Yeah.
So how many people do you have in your production with actors?
Almost
and
like 20
production
people,
crew?
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it was gonna be originally just me, you, and Gabe just shooting stuff.
Yeah.
But we was gonna try our best to make it as professionally produced as possible with just us three, which I think is still possible.
Yeah.
But with Gabe kind of bringing in a whole team because it reminded me of when I was doing Lake of Lies. I was telling my team, look, it's just gonna be me, these actors, and a cameraman, and we're gonna make it work. And my producer Felicia just came in with the works, had a whole truck of just lights and gaffing and things like that. And I was like, I didn't ask for this. She's like, I know you did. But that tells me that's how I know you got like good people on your side. You got a good project. And I think with the Catalyst Code, having Gabe kind of come in with just people with special effects going practical, having the lights and things like that, I was like, yeah, that's when you have like a solid.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Just dry firing you.
No, but that's when you got like a solid project on your hands when you have people that believe in it that much to bring in something professional.
Man,
We all
dude,
believe in
this guy
each
got
other.
fired on his day off. Fired on a podcast now.
You see me live, like, you supposed to be at work today.
Called in sick, motherfucking shit. Yeah. So you guys are having this whole team for the whole month straight for every weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We had very loyal people. Everyone was on time.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that's what I was really worried about. I think because you don't know how committed people are sometimes. But I know like my stunt people who I'm always with all the time, they all showed up. They all had parts. They all act and do stunts as well. So that was like, I knew I can rely on them. And they wanted to be in this. So I was like, fuck.
And that
helps out when everybody wants it,
And
as
they're
much
all
as you
confident in themselves and then we believing in each other. So that makes it just so much better and smoother for the rest of the month with each other. We all get along, no problems. We're all very honest with each other, It was very professional.
And I think by us kind of like having the team expand to that magnitude, we had no choice but to kind of give it a story. Like, we got to turn this into a short. If we're going to have this many people and all these resources, let's just use it.
I literally gave Patrick my idea. I wrote it out. I'm a good writer, but I have ADHD, so like I can't just sit there and just write a fucking story like for the God of my life. Like, so I gave Patrick like little like side notes. I'm like, I want this, that, and then he just
I gave it like 5 pages of just world building shit.
I know. I was like, oh
It's
my
insane
god.
that all this came from. It was supposed to be what, like a stunt little like
It's
visual
supposed to be
thing
just like a little demo, just to kind of show that you can
to
throw
a
kicks
full
and
length.
punch. Yeah.
There you go.
Honestly, yeah, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, I've always wanted to do that. So for that to happen magically, I was just like, oh my god, thank you. Like, this is what I've been asking for and working for.
So what's the goal with this movie? Like, are you guys looking to? I mean, first off, once it's done, what's the plan?
Film festivals for sure.
Yeah, I think we have some potential for the film festivals because we just want people to get some eyes on it, and then hopefully get some investors interested enough to help fund for a series. Because the world is so mass, and we gave you the treatment and stuff. It's a lot that happens in there, but I think what we provide in the short is enough for people to get excited enough to say, I want to see more.
Yeah,
and I'm
branching out.
Yeah, but I think having like a 6-episode limited series or something can really like bring this whole thing and tie it all together, and I think it's really original. I think it's something that is new to the industry. It's not like a rehash on something. There's some inspirations there, sure, but it's not something where we're like copying off of movies that we've done. And like it's really its own thing, and I think it tackles themes of today like AI and chip, like Elon Musk thing and stuff like that. It tackles a lot of themes in it. So
how long is the film?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like around there.
Yeah, it literally went to like 3 minutes. It was supposed to be 6 minutes.
Yeah, and I told them it's not gonna be 6 minutes. Gee.
And then it wasn't 6 minutes.
Yeah,
it was like a lot more. I was like, oh damn, what? Word.
Yeah. And it was crazy too that everybody was saying like when we were shooting it, it's gonna take us like 4 hours. I'm like, it's not gonna take 4 hours to shoot a stunt scene. Like, and I'm thinking like, how do you guys not know this? And so like I knew it was gonna take all day to shoot the scenes, and I knew it was gonna be like at least a 15 to 20 minute short film, and because all my films that I've done, I told myself they're going to be like maybe 10 minutes. And they're never 10 minutes. They're like 25, 30 minutes and things like that. And so, because it's just the story to be told and stuff. And sometimes you just never know.
How long was the longest day on set for that film?
I think we did. I think it was that second weekend or the first weekend. We're there till like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, 6.
So like almost 2, 3. So like 16, 17 hours. And we have breaks. Obviously, they feed us lunch. Yeah. We had our breaks. We had people feeding us water and all that stuff.
But during break, I'm like...
I'm over there like dying. I'm like, yo. And we're doing stunts on top of that. So you know how exhausting your body gets after a while. Like,
I'm just shocked you guys actually gave Destiny a break. She's not trustworthy to come back on set, bro.
No, I'm going to tell you something, man.
No, fam, that's not true.
I'm going to tell you, like, and this is a testament to her, like, seeing her work as hard as she did. Because, I've never known Destiny really take breaks like that. But seeing the stuff that she was doing on set and seeing her just exert her body and really, like, because there were times when she was like, look, can we just do this tomorrow? And I was like, no, Destiny, you gotta do it now. And even Gabe came in like, Destiny, we said we're gonna do this. She said, okay, just give me an energy drink. And I'm like, but like seeing her like have that determination, it was really like, because it helped the whole kind of crew kind of get their stuff together, because we was all tired, man, like just fighting around, getting shot at. Me hurting my ankle. I was limping the whole time. I was like, Destiny, we got this. I'm fucking up, but we can do this. And she was pulling it through, man. And she was really professional about it.
What was the hardest stunt you had to do on set?
I think maybe the wire work.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that was fucking hard.
Yeah,
like a low budget like wire work. Like obviously, professional sets that wouldn't happen, but we're on a budget.
Yeah, we're pulling it ourselves.
I was about to say,
so you're a human piñata?
Pretty much, yeah.
So luckily we had a warehouse, right? Gabe does the harness and all that, and we've been practicing this at a different place, right? And doing wire work, that shit really hurts. Like, it fucking hurts.
And she was trembling because she was so exhausted. So the sweat and the play blood and things like that. I'm just like, man, are you okay?
And I'm falling, and the wire work was really challenging, I think. But I think overall, fighting, because going back to back to back was really tiring for sure. I wasn't complaining. It was just...
No, she wasn't. No.
I was going to say, this is what you wanted to do. So at the end of it, even though it was tiring, what was that moment when you're done, you're home, you're laying in bed, and you're like, holy fuck, I fucking did it?
Yeah.
I didn't believe it at first. I was like, wow, like I manifested this. I've always wanted to have a team come with me and help me and believe in me, right? Not many people wanted to do this from the start. Yeah. So I think that was the best part of just everything just playing out how it's supposed to play out. So I was very, I just couldn't believe it, because I was like, fuck, I can say I have a short film for being 25 almost.
Yeah.
So not many people my age are very committed to do that too. They give up, and I'm not a quitter either. So
25, you're still in party mode, man. You're still out there.
True.
I retired, man. I did that when I was 16. I'm an old soul. I just like to just lay back and mind my business.
She left the club to go on break. She hasn't come back yet.
So then, when is this film expected to be out?
Hopefully this month, because it's been getting pushed back, like due to like I want it to be as good as possible. So that's probably why.
So have you guys seen like some of like?
We saw
we've seen some of it.
we saw some shots of just
It looked
kind
pretty
of
badass though, like the angles, like it was just
Yeah.
amazing how
They
they. Yeah.
we got some good shots in
We
there.
had a photographer. You guys know Lupe Fiasco, right?
Yeah.
He actually worked with him, one of the photographers. Well, camera guy, right? He works with him, so he has so much experience. Like, and he literally the next day he went to go see Lupe Fiasco, and he
That's
just told
right.
yes,
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's right.
he's probably talking about our fucking film to him or whatnot. Yeah, so he's a really good photographer. Honestly, he's worked with a lot of celebrities, I think, and he really took his time to do this with me, so I was very grateful for that. I was like, just having people's time is very valuable to me because I know it's only for the moment,
So
right?
once this film is done, when can everyone watch the film? Because I know you want to put it. I know you want to submit it to
The festivals.
The
The
festivals.
festivals. We were thinking about doing a premiere
Yeah. So
later down the road.
yeah, but I think we can do it even still when it's in festivals, like maybe some private premiere. But
Yeah, we're thinking about doing that, but right now I'm just waiting for the moment to come out.
Yeah,
We're still
like-
working on the movie cover.
Yeah, like once we get the green light that the film is here, we have a final cut, and we kind of like green light everything and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I think we're gonna come out with a trailer for it for like a private premiere, and then maybe invite some people to come in there, and then submit it to festivals, and then
And
try
then
to
go
get-
to different places and to
Yeah.
promote ourselves too, to like some banquets, talking about our film
Yep.
and just expressing what we
Yep.
do, and this is what we bring to the table, and if you guys like it or not, just take it, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So is the goal to eventually try to make this a feature film?
No, we're gonna try to make it into a series. I think at first it was gonna turn it into a feature film, but then I think, at least with me, because I gave the idea to Destiny about how like when investors are involved, sometimes they want to involve stars in film, because that's how they want to get their money back, and it's the business of it all. So I was thinking like if we have a series, we can at least risk having less known people be in the series, and that way, if the series is good, they'll at least see the talent that's on there, and it's not going to matter whether
Before they tweak anything.
exactly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I know with film, they need to make their money back in like
Next thing you know, Michelle Rodriguez is cast in Destiny's Spot.
I know. At that point, I just end my life because there's no way. There's no fucking way.
We got this girl. Be great for Destiny's Spot. Michelle
Damn,
Rodriguez.
I'll be
Destiny
fucking
on the
damned.
side like, bruh.
As long as it's making us money, whatever at this point.
True. So no, but I think because Chicago has so much to offer and we kind of get overlooked a lot, I wanted this to kind of be something where we can just say this is ours. This is our Chicago thing. That's actually really good. We got a lot of production behind it, and I think the money will come. And once they see how good it is, how original it is, and how talented the people are that are in it are, because I've done films that I wanted to turn into features, and I've heard investors say, I think Brad Pitt should be that, and I'm just like, yeah, but no, but it's the money thing. You want to buy the seats, you want to make your money back in like 2-3 weekends. So
Yeah.
I understand that game. So, but with series, you can risk having somebody that's not as known and blow up in the miniseries. You know what I
Seriously,
mean?
you can.
Happens all the time, and
Yeah.
I think it's our time. We just have to produce
Just push
something
it,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to write it? Because I know Destiny brought it to you, brought it to the table with
So-
you, gave you what you wanted, and so how long did it take you to actually?
So it actually took me a couple weeks to come up with the treatment because I didn't have a solid script yet because I was trying to get everything together first. And so once I came up with the treatment and then we kind of greenlit everything, then I wrote the script. I think the script only took me maybe 4 or 5 days, almost a week to come up with it, just so because you have all this world and you're shrinking it down to a short film.
Yeah.
So
What's your creative process look like? I asked this because, for example, myself and Danny, like we mentioned before on previous shows, people know that whether we're pro wrestlers, and a lot of times when we're coming up with like fun things to do in our world, I'm driving and I'm listening to a song, and something will pop up. I'm like, ooh, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
And then I gotta like write it down. I gotta do something because
Yep.
I know I want to use it later. Maybe not
Right.
now, but down the line. So my creative process can come out of the blue, and you're like, oh, that's something I want to use later for
Yeah.
a promo or a spot in a match or something. So I asked you that question because you said it only took you a little bit, a couple weeks, to put this
Yeah.
thing together. With your life gets in the way of a lot of things. So are you going home and going like, okay, I have to write now, or are you like at work and like, oh shit, this is cool?
Yeah.
Walk me through the process of how long that took and what inspirations you took. You mentioned Matrix, you mentioned a lot of really fun stuff there. So walk me through that process.
So with me, I'm first just kind of writing down everything, like you said. Like, so sometimes things just kind of spark in my head, and I just need to go for a drive or write it down or even record it for my voice.
Yeah.
And then once I have it all down there, I just kind of write down all of the nuances that I couldn't really say on the recording or in the notes, because it's like the scribble stuff. And then I'm taking maybe 10-30 minutes of my time really just dissecting what I wrote so I can put it in on a beat sheet.
Yeah, so it can make sense.
Yeah, and so once I put the beat cards together, then I say, okay, now I'm going to come up with a scene. Then I write a scene and kind of just follow the story that way. And sometimes it can get sporadic. Sometimes I lose track of stuff, and I need to make some stuff up or whatever and fill in some gaps. And it looks really, like, if you look at my office, it looks like a madman's place. Like, I got cards everywhere and things like that.
You got the strings making
conspiracy
theory type shit.
Yeah, I got the actors that I want. I got Destiny here, and I got, like, I got people. It's kind of creepy looking, but but it's pretty much just me coming up with an outline.
I just pictured that Charlie Day thing from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I was like,
Oh my god, I haven't seen that forever.
just pictured that like psychotic look in his face. Hasn't showered in weeks.
Oh my gosh.
But no, really, that's kind of what it is. And then once I have everything connected, and then I know how I want to tell the story, it just kind of comes out. I just don't stop. I have the script. I know how it wants to end, and I just don't stop. Sometimes I'm up late. Sometimes I get too tired. I'm up early. And the best parts come when I'm waking up early in the morning. Like,
really?
Yeah, like usually. And it's weird because I think I have it down to a science now where I'll have a writer's block, and then I'll go to sleep just to sleep on it, and then I'll wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I have it. Yeah, this looks good. Okay.
And then go back to
Then I'll go back to sleep. And then I'll wake up maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock, and then just fill in those gaps and okay, and then this, that, and the third. And then it's crazy because I feel like my brain has like maybe 2 hours to come up with something really exceptional before I lose it. Yeah. And then come 1 o'clock p.m., I don't know what else to say, and I just have to like give it a break or something.
Yeah.
So it's really weird, my creative process, but it comes out with good stories. So
It sure did, honestly.
So
Yeah.
when you guys are on set and this is your film,
Yeah.
and with the stunt works and everything, you do stunts. So are you coming in saying like you already know the stunts that you want in the film and that you want to do? That's on you.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah, so I came in kind of having the choreography already. So I've worked on it and kind of wrote down what needs to happen, because she wanted to have some moves that were sort like Matrix-y inspired, but we wanted to kind of do our own thing. So there's some kung fu stuff in there, some special effects stuff in there, but the choreography was already set.
Yeah.
So it was just rehearsing it and kind of going through it, and if we had to change some moves, you would do that. And when I brought in the knife and the gun, Gabe was like, "Whoa, hold on,
What are we doing?
What are we doing?" I was like, "Yeah, we need some gung fu."
And I wanted that, and Gabe was like,
Gun
"No."
fu.
And then Gabe was like, "No, I don't think you should do that." And then Patrick is like, "No, let her be her best because she's
let her cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Definitely.
wanted the knife in there, and I wanted to do some knife fighting, and some gun fighting as well. So it was
Yeah.
like a both even, and I loved doing that stuff.
Yeah.
So it came out pretty good.
And even the well, I don't want to say it, but the power that you have.
Yeah, the superpower I
It
have.
didn't come until in the choreography. I told him what happens, and then I think that's what gave him the idea. Like, oh, okay, all right. And then we just kind of like changed in the story that she has something that she uses.
I can use with my brain to bring stuff to me.
Yeah, because I was just putting in the choreography because I just figured why not, and it worked. So
Was there what?
But no, I was gonna say, was there a choreography I spot, like a stunt that you were just like, yeah, this isn't gonna happen. We have to tweak it so much.
I think the backflip of doing the wire work, remember? Or the eagle? Was it the eagle?
Yeah, it was the eagle.
It was the eagle.
It was the eagle. Yeah, because it was just the way, because the ceilings were just too high, and we couldn't really lift you the way
Lift
we
me
wanted
the
to.
way it wanted to be.
For it to be
lifted.
like fluid and
Yeah.
believable.
So we had to switch that around, of
Yeah.
course, and that was stressful as fuck.
yeah. So,
When it comes to like switching something like that you already had this vision for, you're like, oh man, this is gonna look badass.
yeah.
And then it doesn't come out.
yeah,
too. I'm like, no, fuck, bro. We were planning on
Yeah,
this.
is there a defeat purpose, like a moment where you're like, ah,
Yes.
fuck,
Yes.
back to the
This
drawing
is my
board.
choreography.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean,
I was like, we're gonna make it work, and we kept doing it and kept doing it. We're like,
Man,
it's
yeah.
not working. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was-
almost gonna cry. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah,
there's
no,
no way.
you're the one on the freaking wires, bro.
I was sore for days. Luckily, I have a chiropractor doctor that adjusts me. So
Yeah.
because if not,
I mean, you know somebody.
I need his number, by the way. My ankle still cracks. But yeah, I definitely I felt disappointed just because I like all my stuff to kind of be presented on screen, and then when it's not, it's like, fuck. But we're professionals; we can make it work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it work. But I mean, now that you see that and you go, fuck, it's not what I wanted. But obviously, you're happy with the aspect.
oh
that you
yeah,
did.
no, definitely. I think the most funniest part was when you were getting shot.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny because I got shot for real.
Wait, what?
No, not for real.
No, so when I was getting rigged up for my scene, there's a moment where I get shot in the legs and stuff.
What are they called again? They use
Squibs?
them-
I have-
squids. There you go. Yeah. They were using
but,
that.
but we had the real squibs, like the shit that
Sets.
like Hollywood uses. It
How
wasn't.
are you guys getting all this shit?
This is
know people.
This is people.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
This is where I put it. When you got a vision and you're passionate for it, and God is watching you, He's gonna provide the stuff
That
know
you
what I mean?
need. No,
All I
for
do is
real.
just thank God that we can do what we love to do, and it
Yeah.
comes out exceptional.
Okay.
I don't know where these people come from.
Right, yeah.
I just knew I got their numbers at the end of the day.
Oh, we all did.
But he came in with the real, SAG and
The
stuff.
pellets too for the guns. Obviously I know how to
Yeah.
handle a gun, but he's there to okay, weapon on set.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We
It's
had
clear.
somebody like that on there on our set, which was crazy.
It was
'cause-
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun as
You
hell.
don't want any Baldwin shit happening.
No,
like
seriously,
No,
I literally was
no,
practicing
yeah.
shooting. I was like, "Can I shoot this? Because I don't want to
Yeah.
end up
Baldwin this
prison."
shit up.
Yeah, I was literally saying all set, you're not gonna Brandon Lee me. I promise you. Because I'm the stunt coordinator. I'm thinking that we don't have anybody like that. And then Matt came in and just kind of squid. I'm like, thank you. I can sit down. Y'all know the lingo. Don't shoot me. And it was great.
He's sweating. Is like, I hope they don't.
No, there's sometimes the squid would not. I think one of them didn't go off, so we had to play it off, and I was like, I had to click it back and then do it again.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
quickly.
Well, because it kept on jamming on us and it wasn't going, and so, but he gave us the instructions of what to do in case stuff like that happened. So we all felt safe doing it.
Yeah,
Thing
for
was
sure
though,
safe.
when I had the squib on, and mind you, this is my first time having something like this on my leg. It actually snapped on me. So that reaction you see is real.
It looks so real. Oh shit!
Man, it freaking hurt so bad.
I got that shit on record too. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that shit is raw
Yeah,
as
and it
hell.
bruised me too. It got a whole purple thing. It
I
was
know,
shit.
but he played it off. As an actor, he played it off. He went back to it.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
surprised he didn't
So
mess that up.
it was a mixture of my ankle and that leg thing. So I was all
Man, I would have
fucked up.
yelled. I was like, ah!
Well, yeah, that's-
No,
that's
for real, no,
essentially
but
what-
he yelled, but
It's
he
in the
went
movie.
with it,
Yeah.
which was so fucking raw.
Yeah. Sound like a little bitch for 2 seconds.
For real. It was fucking great. It was fucking amazing. I think
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite things to do
Yeah,
on set.
that's my favorite moment on set.
the special effects, the
being-
blood and
Yeah, all
the
that.
spitting blood and
Yep.
Was there ever any headbutting on set?
yes, with Gabe.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I think with Gabe,
Yeah.
and I think that happens when you are very like-minded to others, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't disrespectful or anything. We're all on the same page, but I think Gabe was like, okay, come on, guys, we don't got time today. Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
We're all like, okay, relax. Relax.
Dude, we're cool.
We're taking a break. You know us.
Excuse me, Mr. Professional.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I was like, and I was getting
Yeah.
upset because, I think there was one take. He was like, "Why do you sound like that?" I was like,
It's my fucking voice.
"What the fuck?" I went back. I went to. I was about to fucking punch him,
Yeah.
but that's just me knowing Gabe for so long.
But I wanted to come in and be like, because I told her to sound like that. Because I was kind of
No, literally, I was like, "What do you want me to sound like?" I'm being told
Yeah.
by the writer,
Yeah.
it wants to be this way for the character, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Why do you sound like that?" And he was like,
Yeah.
"Sound more like this. And I was like, are you the director or what do you want? Like, what the fuck?
Gabe plays what in the film?
Nothing. He's not.
No, he's just the
Nothing. He ain't shit. Nothing.
I'm being triggered right now from that moment. Okay.
No, who? Like, what does he do in the film? Is he part of production?
No, yeah. He was the person. He was the director of the film.
Director, okay.
Yeah,
so-
he's the one that invested into this a lot more. Yeah,
that too. Yeah,
thanks
so
to Gabe.
he's one of the executives.
Damn, you shit talking him?
He's your money guy, bro.
He knows.
I'm keeping it as cool as possible.
He knows I'm very honest.
I love Gabe.
Gabe, you're a good guy in my book.
Gabe.
Gabe, I
You
don't
ain't
know.
shit, Gabe. Sorry, I love you, Gabe.
Yeah.
Joking.
Gabe did bring a lot to the table, and then when he was giving those notes, though, I was remembering too, because I was coaching him with the performance, but with Gabe, you have to realize, like, with film, not everything is high level. You got to bring it down a little bit because that's how you get the authentic, natural performances out of actors and so. And so I think with that, it was just a matter of her trying to take my advice, but not in some cases not understanding that he needs it at this level so it can sell better.
Yeah.
And I couldn't say anything because it was quiet on set. He's in charge now. I gotta just respect what's going on.
Getting bitched at.
Yeah, he's getting bitched. I mean, I can't hear the bitching. I'll just know that my suit looked nice, and I couldn't wait to
My
fight.
suit looked nice.
He was worried about his suit looking wrinkled and shit.
Yeah, they got all fucked up, bro. That shirt is gone.
I know. I told you to get a
Don't
cheap one.
Son, what are your like the final dance set, the final the final shot? You guys yell cut, the end of it. What are you guys feeling? Especially you, because it's your film.
I was fucking exhausted, like mentally and physically. But I was really proud of how it all came out, like, smoothly as possible. Like, I expected some roller coasters, and it was as smooth as possible. And that's, like, I think one of the first sets I've worked on where it went very smoothly.
Yeah.
Which was, like, amazing, because I am not the one to be around drama, none of that. So I didn't want none of that on my side. I told everybody, I'm like, no drama, we're here. We're here for each other, okay? And we're going to get this done, and that's it. And then everyone goes home happy. So I was grateful for
Except
it.
with a fucked up suit, but everyone went home happy.
He was fine.
Yeah.
He was
And a
fine.
fucked up ankle.
With me, it was like, oh, fuck my leg. Oh.
I feel you, man. Me and Danny filmed a stunt fight, and I had a really nice suit. Came home with that suit ripped. I was so mad.
Bro, man.
Why would you use your good suit, though?
Because I want to look good.
And the thing is, too, I got lucky with my suit because I brought it from the thrift store, and it was one of the most perfect suits I've ever had in any project. And it was bloody to shit. It was ripped to shit, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, at least it came from a thrift store.
Yeah.
You would have been a lot more.
But I was
mad
trying
if
to
it
keep that thing because I needed more places in my closet, man. But it was.
What was your feeling once it was done?
Fuck my leg, man. Oh shit. No,
you're so dramatic.
but it was so this was probably one of the most action that I've done in any film on this level, and so I was proud of myself for kind of going there and
Because it was your choreography, right?
exactly
So,
pulling it off and doing all that, and then even like with the schedule conflicts, actually having to pull through and do all that and put in the time that I did and still give 110%. I was like, yeah, I'm the real deal for sure.
Confidence.
Now he's not out there striking out as a little guy. Right? Now he earned the real deal.
Hey, but maybe it's just baseball wasn't my thing. It was filmmaking. What can I
So
say?
for
What
everyone
can I say?
that is kind of confused, right before we went on the air, he was talking about his nickname when he was a little kid, baseball, the real
Mr. Deal.
Yeah.
Patrick,
Real deal.
Yeah.
That's like a nickname when you blow up.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
real
it
deal.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the deal.
I'm sure Evander will have something to say about that.
Hey, what the fuck? That's my shit.
Little
Yeah.
cease and
my
desist
shit.
right there, you know.
Yeah. It's sort of a nickname for me in the industry on the indie circuit because some people say like, oh yeah, you the real deal. I'm like, yeah, I know. I do my shit, and I do this. And it was crazy too is that sometimes my brothers, because I have little brothers, sometimes they think that it wasn't my nickname, it was theirs, but we all have the same name. So it's like, if they were calling you that and they were calling me that, why are you complaining? It's our name. So
We share it.
yeah, exactly. But no, but it's just kind of a thing that I kind of hold on to, and I like that that's how people perceive me because I do take my craft really seriously, and I care about having a good eye for certain things, for high quality, for really professional people. And so when I come in, I want people to know, like, oh, he's coming in with the real stuff.
No,
the
for real.
deal
And our
stuff.
short film is very much like that. It's
Yeah.
it's different than a lot of short films, because I feel like people are just on the same level right now, and I just feel like we need to spice it up in the industry just a little bit, where our community is at, right? To inspire others to just kind of step outside their comfort zone, because everyone's doing the same shit right now. Like, no offense, I love it, but when are we going to be creative about our writing or producing?
So what does your film bring into the table that you feel is different from everybody else?
Especially being a woman, a Latina woman, I think it's very hard for us to put ourselves out there. And it helps me inspire other women to do what I'm doing. Maybe they're not confident or they don't know where to start. And looking at my film, it will hopefully inspire somebody to do something great with that. So, yeah.
Also, too, I think our film brings, a unique originality as far as storytelling, because I know the whole, gist of, write what you know, which is cool, write what you want to know. But if you can, get inspired to write something that you don't know, but you just see, like whether you read a lot of books or you watched a lot of movies and you want to be able to do that, you can definitely do it. And so just do it. And if you have a good team that can make it happen, on a under budget in somewhere in Chicago with not a lot of money kind of thrown at you, but it looks like $1 million, then I think that can set the standard. And so I think for us, we're trying to set the standard. We don't have to just make things in our backyard. And even if we do make it in our backyard, it's going to look like we put tens of thousands of dollars in it, goddammit. So and that's what I care about. I want us to really kind of like make a stamp on for Chicago, because we get overlooked a lot.
We definitely do, especially we do a lot, and that's why I was very picky about how I wanted this to be out, and that's why it's taking longer for the edit to come out.
Yeah, I'm glad that it is, because when it's all
I don't
nice
want to
and
rush.
done, exactly. I'm sure everyone's gonna enjoy the final product. Now that you guys have had this experience together, and you mentioned that when you saw her kind of work the first time, you're like, shit, I'm gonna call her next time. It's like she knows what she's doing, and I definitely want to work with her. And now that you guys fast forward, you guys did work together. Now you guys have this this amazing love project, this passion project. What's next? Now that you guys have developed this relationship, so to speak, has there been conversations about what the future's holding, not necessarily for that project but for future projects?
Well, I know for me, when I work with somebody that I really vibe with, I'm really, we have like the same kind of care for quality and stuff like that. For me, I want to keep you around. I consider Destiny part of my team, just like with anybody else.
Look at Tarantino, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how they do it, really. Like, if I like you and I like working with you, I'm going to keep you around. And so whatever project that I have coming up, whether it's stunt related or anything else, I'm going to be calling Destiny for sure, because it's she's really good at what she does, and she's really professional, and she has that same care that I have for the craft, and she cares about it coming out looking competent and like a watchable movie. So and then we need more of that, what I mean, and they're kind of hard to come by in this city. So but when you find them, you want to keep them, you want to keep them around and keep building those relationships and keeping that rapport fresh, because they're good people, you got to treat them well. So I love you, Destiny.
Love you too, Patrick. Yeah, no, definitely. I know that our film that we're doing this year, we're still going to be working together because we're the main characters for this. But we're going to be probably working a lot more after this, doing stunt work, other stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of focused on right now. Whatever happens, happens.
Was it a nice sigh of relief when all this was done?
Yeah,
because I'm sure, even though you said you don't want any drama, I'm sure there was a lot of stress.
Well, with the schedule, at least for me, with the scheduling and everything else, I did want to just get this out of my my plate of things that I was doing, because it was just the driving and things like that. But
the long hours for sure. But it's definitely played off though. Like it's definitely worth doing all that if you are passionate about your career. So people are not, obviously they'll be complaining, but I'm not complaining.
And that's film too. Like when you're working on it for so long, you can't wait for it to be over anyways. It's been so long, and doing the same moves and tiring your body. It's like, man, I can't wait to this be done. But in a good way, because now you're accomplished. You've done it, and you can just show people and just sit back and see the fruits of your labor. So.
How many locations did you guys have?
One.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
that whole location had everything we needed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
This whole studio, like I'm saying, like I just brought everything to us.
Literally, like I was like
crazy.
When I first stepped into that area, it's like a no area, like so nobody can go in, right? So it was gated, so I felt more at ease since we're in the city and it's ghetto where we were at. So I was like, Very. I was scared. I was like, man, I'm a suburb kid, okay? I do not belong out here. But we had cops, friends of Gabe's that he called that we're gonna do some gunshots that sounded really real. So he had to call cops just to let them know if they hear it, we're doing a film, which we're very thankful to have that, honestly, because now they would have just squatted us.
And it was a private lot too, so it really felt like you was on our actual studio. Like nobody was bothering us.
And where was this at?
I can't remember.
It was like the south side, right?
South side somewhere. Yeah. I can't remember the street. I have his card though, but I can't for the life of me remember where it was.
It was a great area to film in. It had everything. Like everything.
Yeah, I wish I could plug it because it was such a great space.
His name is Larry Hill. I gotta find him. I don't think he got Facebook.
Yeah, but man, it was such a great space, and I want to use it again.
We're probably gonna use it again anyways for our film. For this year coming up. So
for another film you guys got going on?
No, the same one.
Oh, the same one.
Yeah, we're just adding to a
series.
series.
Got you. Now, are you guys just focused just on this film, or like individually? Do you guys have other projects you guys are working on?
Yeah, I have other projects I'm working on too.
Yeah.
They're in the go right now. Since I started posting about my short film, I think people noticed my qualities of doing stunt work and acting. I got booked for like 2 or 3 films coming out next month, and then January. So I know I'm gonna be a little busy on the like independent films. Obviously, I'm still auditioning, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stay busy when I can.
So for me, I'm having a baby in March.
Congrats, man! Congrats.
The second baby now.
Number two.
Number 2. Congrats.
You know they're gonna share your nickname, right?
Well, with him, oh yeah. He's. I have to make sure like everything is bestowed onto him. You know, he's my mini-me. So
He's your new real deal, huh?
yeah,
For
exactly.
real.
Yep. Yeah. So.
I mean, you gotta have your hands full with two babies, man.
Yeah, well, the other one is 5, so she can walk around and eat on her own now.
Damn,
I don't have to wipe her ass in.
She's independent.
Dude, believe me, my kid's 7. That day where I was like, damn, I don't have to wipe an ass anymore.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I sometimes want to do it anyways. It's just like, are you sure? Because I mean, you don't need me no more. I'm fine.
Is it really that clean?
Yeah. But my daughter's great. My daughter's.
You guys all
smart,
have
too.
kids. I don't have any kids.
Yeah, but
Because you are
Can't
a kid.
relate. I am 25.
Yeah,
Well,
that's still kind of.
I feel old. Okay?
At 33, I feel old. What you mean?
I feel old now. What the fuck?
You know how all the college kids that I get into arguments with about stuff, I'd be like, y'all still babies sometimes. So, but that's just. But so I'm having a baby in March, and so right now I'm pretty much just prepping for that, because my wife is looking really ready to push this thing out. So once March comes and we give that a few months and stuff, because I just finished writing a feature in another genre that I want to try to probably put into pre-production maybe in the summertime if time allows me for it. Because everybody's still calling me for the project. I still got some other stuff that are in development. So I think with that, 2 other projects and the baby, I have to kind of just pace myself. Because I didn't pace myself when I was doing this one, and I was like, all those Zoom calls, I was like, yeah, I'm here. What's up?
At theater, like practice.
Yeah, I was in rehearsal.
I was like, why are you quiet?
Right, I'm in rehearsal. What do you guys? Just hurry this up because my daughter's gonna yell at me. It was
literally. I'm like, what the fuck
I
are
had
you doing?
so much shit going on.
Imagine if your baby was being born while you were still filming this. You'd be in there like,
You would have been fired.
be
Sorry,
quiet, guys.
No.
You hear a baby in the background crying. I think it's crowning.
What's going on, Gabe? It's crying right now. Hurry up. What do you need?
Say it.
Okay, hold on, babe.
He thinks our Zoom calls are like 5 minutes. I'm like, no, sir. We gotta talk about everything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like, hold on, wife. Tell me everything.
I was gonna say, what does your wife say about? Because obviously, when you do these films, it takes up a lot of your time. Like you said, you guys did like pretty much every weekend for like a month.
Yeah.
So like, what does your wife say? about it?
So my wife is actually sort of involved in the industry as well, so she kind of understands the time commitment. Because I know when me and her first met, she was actually doing a lot of camera stuff.
Okay.
She's mostly into photography now, but for the most part, she did work with like actors and did documentary stuff and.
So she's familiar with all that then?
Yeah, actually, The Lake of Lies that I directed, she wrote.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah, so she's been getting into the screenwriting and trying to direct stuff. So, and she knew I was an actor. I mean, that's kind of what was already there. And so she understands that there's times when I need to be in rehearsals every week, every weekend. I got to be on film all day and shoot all day and stuff. So with this one, she just needs the time commitment, really, and I'm really blessed to be in that position. We don't got to fight about you do movies, and she understands the time it takes and the dedication. And then obviously when she sees what I actually can bring, like Lake of Lies, and when she sees this, she shuts the S up.
She's like, okay, I see what you do.
I know. So
it's hard to find people that support you though, too.
No, it really is.
For real.
Yeah. Because I've been with people who don't understand it, but been blessed to find somebody that does, and she doesn't really give me two gripes about it. And obviously, so I'm considerate about the time that I'm away to make some time for them too. So, I do my best to balance it out.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I just want to say thank you for even being here, considering you got a baby literally about to pop out, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I texted her, I'm like, you need to be there.
Yeah.
I'm demanding.
Yeah, she was
Destiny's like, I don't give a fuck if your wife's
this is professional. I was like,
we gotta be professional, Patrick. Remember, we have our short film coming out. We just can't just be.
Yeah, so you're putting your life, right?
We gotta talk about the film,
right? Exactly. I was gonna come in here with the baby with the umbilical cord, just going, So, anyways, we did. I'm trying to keep it professional. Hold on, Destiny. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this what you want? So no, but it's.
I'm on it though.
Yeah.
I am.
No, she's on it. She's on it.
I was on it throughout the whole film. I was like, this needs to be like this, like that, like that. But I was never disrespectful. I was very like, this is what I need, and it's going to happen.
But we have so much fun though too. Like it's so much fun just being.
We met a lot of people, and we connected with a lot of people, and I think that's the best part going on set is just finding the same people just like you, living your dreams, and collaborating with each other. That's like the best part about filmmaking.
Just the people.
And as we start winding down here, what advice can you give to Destiny for you? Like, young woman trying to get into the business, being told no and grabbing the fucking bull by the horn and saying, fuck it, I'm doing it by myself. And for you, Patrick, you're directing, acting, like you doing theater work. So, and with a family, you got a baby on the way, so it's obviously right on your plate. But obviously, this is your love and your passion. That you're putting your all into, man. So, what advice do you guys give to fellow artists?
I'll go first. So for anyone that's trying to just follow their dreams and do whatever, I just say go for it. Don't hesitate on anything. Don't listen to anyone. Listen to yourself because. Your thoughts about yourself is what matters the most, and if that's going to make you happy inside, then fuck everybody else. And that's what kind of advice I'll give to anybody, not just women, but just to follow your dreams and just say fuck it and let go and just follow it. That's it, pretty much.
I would say stay encouraged and just stay inspired by it. Let everything kind of just touch you as far as like inspiration goes. I try not to let certain things just kind of be like, oh yeah, I like to do this, and then let it be my ceiling. I want to try to expand out on anything that I can really do. And so if I want to do it, I try to tell myself that I can do it. I don't let be my excuse for anything. And having good people around me, like people who think the same as me as far as like my dreams and my goals and stuff, and if they can make it happen for me, those are the people that I want around on my team. When you're inspired and you're dedicated to it all, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see success, because success doesn't really come overnight with anybody, but consistency, persistence. There's times when I had to work for free and I thought I was going to quit because I wasn't seeing any money coming in, and I stayed with it still. I still stay dedicated. I still stay consistent. I still told myself, this is what I want to do. I'm not going to quit. And I'm meeting great people. I'm producing stuff. I'm directing stuff, and I'm, choreographing stunts and stuff like that. And I'm booking, things through my agency. So, I think, when I think about all like my journey, I see that nothing would have panned out the way it did had I just said, it's not working out, and just stopped. No, I stayed encouraged, and I kept people encouraging me. And had faith. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to just jump off that hill. And hope that you're going to land somewhere that you want to be. And so, and I put faith in God, man. Like, I have a lot on my plate, but I think God is really helping me stay positive about certain things. So I really do think that this is something I'm called to do. And I think at one point, I was just thinking like, man, I'm just going to do this thing and maybe become successful. And look, I think in my own right, I feel like I am successful in certain cases. I may not be a millionaire and stuff like that, but I'm having fun doing what I want to do. And I think at some point I want to share it with other people. Maybe I want to teach it to other people, share the gift to everybody else. And I think that's the true goal for people who have callings like that.
As long as you love it and you're having fun with it, man.
Yeah,
that's
man.
all that matters.
Yeah,
bro.
and that's kind of what it is. Like me choreographing stuff, right? Like being of service to other people. Just because people see that I bring good work, that's the honor that I didn't think I would ever experience. And so my mind has changed from just I want to be. I mean, because I've been on screen before, I've done the camera stuff, I've met celebrities. It's cool. Like I love the Hollywood life. It's cool, but I'm cool with just doing what I love to do and helping people complete their dreams and giving them the thing that they never had before. And sometimes it's just inspiration.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. Well, God bless both of you, man. Wish you guys the best on the short film.
Thank you.
I got one last thing, Danny.
Go ahead.
I want to hear this shit because I think it'll be hilarious. You guys talked about being so professional, and Destiny talked about like being on the spot, like making, kind of getting everybody riled up. Talk to me about the bloopers on set. 'Cause I'm sure someone fucked up along the way. What was your favorite thing that happened on set where you're like, that's hilarious?
I think a lot of it. We fucked up a lot of times.
I think it was when you was in that office.
Yeah,
I saw you guys kind of messing up a lot.
Fucking judging me on how I sounded, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
And it was
Do
funny.
I need to bitch you out? Like, are you about to get fired?
What were they saying about the way you sounded?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What
I
he
just
was
knew
saying.
I heard bickering in there. I'm just thinking like, is he live right now?
And I was like, Gabe, I don't know what you want me to do. I literally slammed on the table. I
Like
was
the way
like,
you sounded, like with your tone, or the
it
way
was
you
my
were enunciating?
tone, the way I was saying with my tone. Like, I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Yeah. I think he was just coaching her. I couldn't hear anything.
He was not an acting coach, obviously. So like, you can't be telling me that shit. He's a director. You tell me, just do this and that's it. Not life basing me on my fucking acting skills right now. Like, we're not doing that.
And Gabe is the one with the money.
I mean, essentially, yeah. This is my team. Destiny, do what I say. I mean, look, I mean,
pretty much like that. But.
Whatever it is that was going on with that stuff, I just knew like from the outside of it sounded pretty.
Oh,
hilarious.
the knife, yeah, it was funny.
Oh yeah, the knife was bullshit. Yeah, that knife shit was fucked up, man. I'm so mad
He kept
about
fucking
that.
up on every take, with the knife flip and catching it.
But every rehearsal was clean. All the rehearsals were clean, and then when it comes to shoot time, I have butterfingers.
Literally every 6-7 takes. I'm like, bro, I was like, Patrick, get your shit together.
It was hot as fucking, it was hot as hell in there. I was sweating balls, and when it was time for me to do it, it was just stupid.
And he was like about to break the knife at this point. I'm like, dude, I was like, Patrick, get your shit together. This is like the 7th take.
Now we got it, but it was stupid. It took 7 takes. I was like, no, I'm a professional.
I was like, you got this, man. Downside, I'm like, just fucking get it together, man.
Yeah, and they wanted to cut it out. They said, let's just not do it. I said, no, I worked on this. It's cool.
At the moment, it wasn't fucking working.
Like we're not cutting this shit out. Not the
knife fucking
ever.
flip.
And then I was fucking up the take, and the fucking Gabe still bitching about her tone. She's not even in the scene. I'm not even in the fucking scene. What are you talking about?
I can't. Oh my gosh.
He's already slipping and shit.
Destiny, you gotta work on your tone. I'm not even in the fucking scene.
Fuck you.
Right, exactly.
Picture like that Rosie, what is it, Rosie Perez? Whatever. This is the way I talk.
I can't. I cannot.
Now the blooper though, when I bust my shit though, that's cool. That's cool.
I told him to keep the bloopers.
Yeah, because I totally it was dark as hell in there. I totally missed.
I don't think I did any bloopers though. Honestly, I think no, I'm serious.
I was on point from beginning to end.
I'm sure Gabe will disagree with that.
I think we're gonna see.
Call him up, actually, man. I put him on FaceTime. We want to talk to Gabe.
You dare me?
I think instead
of FaceTime right now.
Look, I think instead of like bloopers, you're gonna find just candid footage of her just talking.
Can I call him?
And I'm just like
talk about all the shit you talking about.
Bring on Gabe, and I will ask him. Did Destiny
if he doesn't
fuck
answer,
up
he's
on
fired.
Set? He'd be like, well, yeah, there was that time where you sounded really weird.
Oh shit, we got a phone call happening.
He better answer. If not, he's fired.
He's fired. He's the one with the money. How you gonna fire him?
He's not answering. Wow.
Oh, she's
Hey,
like, oh, man.
He's fabing her, bro.
Looks like he quit you.
Gabe, I remember this shit.
He's on break. That's it.
Oh no, he's at stunt class right now. I'm calling him during his stunt class right now.
Oh,
He's
man.
on break and he's not coming back.
It would have been great if he answered, but he fucked it up, so it's not supposed to call anyways.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I disavow all these opinions. These are all destinies and her only.
He's probably gonna watch the podcast. He was like, "So you're talking all that mad shit?" No, I was just expressing how I felt at the moment.
For the record, I disavow all these opinions. These are all destinies. Hers alone.
I don't care.
Dave's watching the interview. She still sounds the same way.
You guys are fucked up. Gabe, don't listen to them.
Let me give you some notes about your tone in the podcast.
Yeah, that's fucked up of you guys or whatever. You need this. Why do you sound like that? Like that was the most rudest shit he said to me.
Didn't you make fun of her about the way before we started, the way she wanted a beer? Oh yeah. What is that?
Is it good? Is it good?
No, I did not sound like
Were you
that.
sounding like that when you was doing the take? You wasn't doing that. Was you? Oh.
Is it good?
I did not sound like that.
I gotta. I wish I saw what you was talking about.
No, you didn't, because
I didn't?
I would have.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed.
Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging
No,
out with
thank
us,
you
man.
for
We hope you
having
guys
us.
had fun, man.
No, this is great, man.
That was
I
great.
appreciate you
No,
guys.
thank you for inviting us. Like, it means a lot for us to just express
absolutely, man. Before we head up out of here, any last things you guys want to say? Plug your social media. Once again, just put out the name of the film and what we can be expecting from that.
this. Yeah, for sure.
So it's called The Catalyst Code. It's a sci-fi short film they're going to be releasing pretty soon. My Facebook is Patrick Deal. My Instagram is _Patrick Deal.
Real deal.
Exactly. Because that's how we do it over here.
Yes.
And yeah, man, just follow me. I got stuff on the acting stuff. I just finished the play, so you're going to see a lot of stuff about that and stuff about this as well eventually. So on to Destiny.
Yeah, just Destiny Campos for Facebook and Instagram. It's pretty.
Are you sure it's not Daisy?
Daisy Campos.
Don't say that. They're gonna look up Daisy Campos. It's not me.
Daisy Campos and Jaime Ledesma.
Daisy's like a porn star.
Oh my God, we're not Destiny. Wait, hold on. No, Destiny is a porn name. You know that, right?
It's a stripper name. It's a stripper
Oh,
name.
my bad, stripper name. Whatever.
Welcome to the main stage. Destiny.
Someone's online going, I don't think this is who we're supposed to look at.
All types of guys in DMs.
But this is who Danny said it was.
Check the Latino section.
No, for the record
Check the
straight,
under
it's
5 foot Latina section.
wow, just wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't know.
She's like, fuck this podcast.
Record straight.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all doing the most, okay? Y'all doing the most. My name is Destiny Campos, not Daisy.
Destiny Campos. Destiny. Like follow your destiny.
Like Destiny Campos,
Destiny
not
Campos.
Daisy, you shitheads.
Coming to the main stage. Give it up for Destiny. That's it.
I cannot. You guys are fucking
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
hilarious. Oh my God. People are not going to look at me the same now. Thanks.
Game jumps on the mic. Destiny, work on your tone.
You guys are fucked up. Oh my God, guys. You're making fun of me.
No, seriously, go ahead, Destiny. Go ahead.
I don't have anything to say.
It's like, fuck you guys.
Look up Destiny Campos. Okay?
Yes, I do stunt work and acting work, so it's obvious that I'm fighting. If I'm beating someone up, that's me.
Yeah, she actually has a lot of really badass stunt reels too. Cause like when you follow her, it's just a flow of her. Like all the other projects that she's done, it's like a bunch of just her fighting, and like you get to see how efficient she really is with the fight moves and stuff. And so
No, we've seen her videos, man.
yeah, man, it's really dope.
Yes.
It's really dope. So anybody that follows her, you're gonna see like even if you're just enjoying the reels, she's actually somebody really dope to work with. So
Yeah, thank you.
definitely
Sorry.
follow her stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again for coming and hanging out with
Thank
us, man.
you.
Appreciate you
We
guys.
keep laughing and telling jokes, and
This
we're
is
supposed to end it like 10 minutes ago. You guys are bashing on my name, Daisy. Like,
That's the name of the show.
I still
bro.
got a brain fog, man. When I had my fucking Ebola and shit, man, I still don't know what the fuck it was. Shit. But no, thank you to
my
Patrick,
goodness.
the real deal, and Miss Destiny Campos. Work on your tone, Destiny.
Next episode, please fix that.
Why do you
No.
sound like that?
Why you sound
Is
like
it good?
But no, thank you to Patrick and Dustin for coming hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
anytime.
tuning in with us. We want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, the Law Office of Christopher Hoff and a Taco Villa in Villa Park. Big shout out to Chris and Bear Mysterio. And you guys don't forget, you guys want some Salud Cabrones merch, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees and type in Salud Cabrones in the search engine and bam, rock with us.
Hey, Chris, by the way, I'm going to give you those $25 back, asshole. He knows. He knows exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, give Chris his $25. That's it. But no,
Or you gonna be like Debo?
Debo, that's it.
What chain?
What chain? Give me that. No, but thank y'all for tuning in, you guys. This is the part of the podcast where we sign off with a toast. We raise up our beverages and we say salud, cabrones. So when you guys are ready, 1, 2, 3, salud, cabrones. We out.